Welcome to Microbe World. Every single morning, you stand before the supermarket shelves, facing dozens of colorful choices for your underarms. Most of us just grab a random bottle because we happen to like its fresh fragrance or its appealing, bright packaging. But under the microscope, this is not just about picking a nice scent to wear throughout your busy and active day. It is actually about choosing the specific biological weapon you will use to engage in a microscopic war against invisible bacteria. Today, Microbe World will decode the brilliant strategies of these two distinct forces fighting for control over your delicate skin ecosystem. Let us embark on a journey to find out which product is the true guardian protecting your unique and vital microbiome. To understand this battle, we must first look at the very source of the problem, which is your natural sweat production. Your body possesses millions of tiny sweat glands working tirelessly to regulate your internal temperature during intense physical and emotional stress. Interestingly, the fresh sweat produced by your body is completely odorless, consisting mostly of pure water, essential salts, and some proteins. The real villains of this story are the billions of microscopic bacteria residing comfortably in the warm, dark folds of skin. These opportunistic microbes are constantly waiting for the perfect moment to feast on the nutrient-rich fluids secreted by your apocrine glands. When they consume these lipids and proteins, they rapidly excrete terrible-smelling chemical compounds, known scientifically as volatile thioalcohols and fatty acids. This biological process is exactly what creates that dreaded body odor you desperately try to mask before going out into public. Now, let us introduce the first major defensive force in this daily microscopic war, widely known as the powerful chemical antiperspirant. You can think of a standard antiperspirant as a highly trained engineering corps building physical barricades across a chaotic battlefield environment. The primary active ingredients in these formulas are almost always complex aluminum salts, designed specifically to interact with your body moisture. When you roll this chemical compound onto your skin, the aluminum salts immediately begin reacting with the liquid sweat pouring out. This rapid chemical reaction creates a temporary thick gel substance that acts exactly like millions of microscopic corks blocking the sweat ducts. The brilliant tactical strategy of an antiperspirant is incredibly simple, yet highly effective. Completely cut off the enemy fluid supply lines. The hungry bacteria living under your arms are still present, but they suddenly find themselves completely deprived of their daily nutrients. Without access to the rich buffet of proteins and lipids, the bacterial population begins to starve and cannot produce foul odors. No food means no bacterial waste products, which ultimately means you remain perfectly dry and completely free from any bad smells. However, completely blocking your natural sweat ducts is a controversial tactic that many health-conscious individuals are starting to question and avoid. This brings us to the second major defensive force in our story, the classic deodorant, which utilizes a very different strategy. Instead of blocking the natural flow of moisture, a deodorant chooses a highly aggressive, direct confrontation with the bacterial enemy forces. A deodorant does not stop your sweat glands from releasing fluids, meaning your underarms will still become wet during intense activities. Instead, it deploys powerful antimicrobial agents, like alcohol or triclosan, designed to directly assassinate the odor-causing bacteria living on your skin. The primary tactical objective of a standard deodorant is absolute destruction of the enemy troops, rather than cutting off their supplies. The sweat continues to flow freely onto the skin's surface, but there are simply no living bacteria left to consume it. Furthermore, deodorants are heavily armed with synthetic or natural fragrances that act as a powerful camouflage against any remaining bad odors. These pleasant scents completely overpower the microscopic battlefield, ensuring that anyone standing nearby only smells fresh flowers or cool ocean breezes. So, we have two completely different tactical approaches to the exact same problem, each with its own unique advantages and drawbacks. The ultimate question remains: which of these chemical weapons is actually the smartest and safest choice for your daily personal hygiene? The answer entirely depends on your unique physiological traits, your daily lifestyle, and how your body naturally responds to environmental heat. If you are someone who naturally produces a massive amount of sweat throughout the day, an antiperspirant is your best friend. It will successfully keep your clothes completely dry and comfortable during a long, stressful day at the office or the gym. Heavy sweaters truly need that physical gel barrier to prevent embarrassing wet patches from forming on their favorite expensive silk shirts. On the other hand, if you have highly sensitive skin that easily becomes red and irritated, you need a gentler approach. In this specific scenario, a premium deodorant, especially one completely free of harsh aluminum compounds, is definitely the far superior choice. A high-quality deodorant without aluminum allows your amazing body to perform natural cooling functions without causing severe inflammation in delicate tissues. It provides a healthy compromise, letting the natural moisture escape while simultaneously keeping the terrible bacterial odors strictly under tight control. But what happens if you find that your underarms still smell terrible, even after generously applying both of these popular products? This is a highly frustrating situation that many people experience, and it reveals a fascinating secret about our microscopic biological enemies. The bacteria living in your underarm ecosystem are incredibly adaptable organisms, capable of rapid evolutionary changes to survive harsh chemical attacks. Over time, these stubborn microbes can actually develop a strong resistance to the specific antimicrobial ingredients found in your favorite brand. They mutate and find clever new ways to survive, thrive, and continue feasting on your sweat, despite the harsh chemical environment. Dermatologists and microbiologists highly recommend a simple but effective trick to prevent this frustrating bacterial adaptation from ruining your social life. You should try completely changing your brand of deodorant or antiperspirant every 6 months to keep the bacterial population totally confused. By frequently switching up the active chemical ingredients, you prevent the microbes from ever having enough time to build effective immunities. This constant rotation of defensive weapons ensures that your underarm ecosystem remains fresh, clean, and completely free of any embarrassing odors. Ultimately, whether you choose to block the food supply or directly assassinate the bacteria, the main goal is achieving biological balance. Your delicate skin microbiome is a complex, living community that requires careful management rather than complete and total chemical nuclear destruction. We must always remember that not all bacteria are evil. Many harmless strains actually help protect your skin from dangerous pathogens. Wiping out the entire microbial population with extremely harsh chemicals can sometimes backfire, allowing much worse fungal infections to quickly emerge. This delicate balance is exactly why modern science is constantly searching for newer, safer, and more natural ways to control odor. Researchers are currently developing advanced probiotic deodorants that introduce good bacteria to naturally outcompete the bad ones without using toxic chemicals. Imagine a future where you simply spray friendly microbes onto your skin and they happily consume the sweat without producing odors. Until that futuristic technology becomes widely available, we must continue to rely on our trusty aluminum barriers and our alcohol-based assassins. It is truly mind-blowing to think about the massive, invisible wars raging on the surface of our bodies every single day. Millions of microscopic casualties occur, just so you can confidently raise your arms during a crucial business meeting without feeling embarrassed. The cosmetic industry spends billions of dollars annually trying to perfect these formulas, constantly tweaking the pH levels and fragrance molecules. They employ massive teams of brilliant chemists and biologists who dedicate their entire lives to studying the exact composition of sweat. These scientists carefully extract sweat samples from brave volunteers, analyzing the intricate biochemical pathways that lead to the production of thioalcohols. They test thousands of different botanical extracts, searching for that one magical ingredient that can neutralize odors without irritating human skin. Some of the most effective modern deodorants now incorporate natural enzymes that specifically target and break down the odor-causing molecular bonds. This enzymatic approach is like sending in a highly specialized bomb squad to carefully dismantle the explosive odors before they detonate. Meanwhile, the antiperspirant side of the industry is focused on creating smaller, more efficient aluminum molecules that form stronger gel plugs. They want to ensure that these microscopic barricades can withstand the extreme pressure of an intense, 2-hour, heavy weightlifting gym session. There is also a growing movement of people who choose to completely abandon all commercial products, embracing their natural body odor. These individuals argue that human sweat contains vital pheromones that play a crucial subconscious role in physical attraction and social bonding. While the science on human pheromones remains highly debated, it is undeniably true that our obsession with smelling perfectly sterile is recent. For thousands of years, our ancient ancestors walked the earth smelling strongly of natural sweat, dirt, and the wild outdoor environment. It was only during the late 19th century that clever marketing campaigns convinced modern society that natural body odor was unacceptable. Suddenly, having wet underarms became a massive social taboo, leading to the rapid invention and explosive popularity of the first antiperspirants. Today, this global industry is worth billions, fueled by our deeply rooted psychological fear of being socially rejected due to bad smells. But as we become more educated about our personal health and the environment, we are starting to demand much better alternatives. Consumers are increasingly reading the complex ingredient labels, actively avoiding harsh, synthetic preservatives like parabens, and controversial compounds like artificial dyes. We want products that are not only highly effective at fighting odor, but also completely safe for our long-term cellular health. The battle between deodorant and antiperspirant is no longer just about stopping sweat. It is about respecting our complex biological systems. It is about making highly informed choices that protect our delicate skin microbiome while keeping us feeling confident throughout the day. So the next time you stand before that crowded supermarket shelf, remember the incredible, invisible war you are about to initiate. Take a moment to consider whether you want to deploy the blocking gel barricades or unleash the targeted antimicrobial chemical assassins. Listen to your body. Observe how your skin reacts, and never be afraid to switch your strategy if things stop working. Your underarm ecosystem is a dynamic, constantly changing environment that requires constant attention, adaptation, and a healthy dose of scientific understanding today. But wait, what if you want to avoid all these commercial chemicals entirely and look for solutions inside your own kitchen? Many people swear by natural home remedies, claiming that simple household ingredients can effectively replace expensive laboratory-formulated deodorants and chemical antiperspirants. In our next thrilling episode, we will rigorously test these popular folk remedies under the unforgiving lens of the powerful microscope. Are fresh lemon juice and baking soda truly a biological miracle? Or are they actually a highly dangerous disaster for skin? We will uncover the shocking truth about DIY natural deodorants and show you exactly what happens to your helpless skin cells. Thank you for exploring this invisible universe with Microbe World today. And please remember to subscribe for more amazing microscopic adventures.